Welcome to Popcorn Daydream. In a previous video, I took a look at some of the pop culture moments of 1951. And this time, I'm going to talk about some of the biggest hits of the year. The movies people lined up to see, the songs they couldn't stop humming, and the TV shows that families gathered around their sets to watch each week. So let's head back to 1951 and take a look at what America was watching, listening to, and talking about. Quo Vadis was released on November 2nd and was number one at the US box office for 6 consecutive weeks and 11 weeks total. And it would go on to be the highest grossing film of 1951. It was a massive biblical epic with huge sets, thousands of extras, and a runtime of nearly 3 hours. It was nominated for 8 Academy Awards, but surprisingly didn't take a single one home. And that's because An American in Paris came in and won most of them. The Technicolor musical starring Gene Kelly was also nominated for 8 Academy Awards and walked away with 6 Oscars. A Streetcar Named Desire brought Tennessee Williams' Pulitzer Prize winning play to the big screen. Marlon Brando's raw intensity as Stanley Kowalski earned him his first Oscar nomination, while Vivian Leigh, Kim Hunter, and Carl Malden all took home Academy Awards for their roles. The African Queen, starring Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn, earned Humphrey Bogart the only Oscar of his career. Other top movies of 1951 included A Place in the Sun, which starred Elizabeth Taylor, Montgomery Clift, and Shelley Winters in a dramatic love story that earned rave reviews. Showboat brought classic songs and riverboat romance to the big screen. The epic drama David and Bathsheba told the story of King David and his forbidden love, while The Great Caruso starred Mario Lanza as the world-famous tenor Enrico Caruso. And That's My Boy paired Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, who were at the height of their popularity. And it wasn't just movies keeping America entertained. Television was quickly becoming the new star of the living room. The top shows of 1951 included Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts, where everyday people got their big break on live TV, and Texaco Star Theater with Milton Berle, who earned the nickname Mr. Television for how much he boosted TV sales. I Love Lucy was the new kid on the block, instantly becoming a hit with audiences. The Red Skelton Show brought family-friendly comedy, while the Colgate Comedy Hour featured big names like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis performing live each week. Arthur Godfrey and his friends gave viewers a relaxed variety show feel, while Fireside Theater delivered dramatic stories straight into America's homes. Your Show of Shows with Sid Caesar and Imogene Coca was fast-paced sketch comedy that set the standard for what live TV could be. Rounding out the list were the Jack Benny program, full of Benny's trademark dry wit and funny banter with Rochester, and You Bet Your Life, hosted by Groucho Marx, whose quick comebacks made it as much a comedy show as a quiz show. Television was still finding its footing, but by 1951 it was pretty clear that TV was here to stay. And finally to music, where the crooners still ruled the airwaves. Nat King Cole's Too Young was the biggest hit of 1951, holding the number one spot for 5 weeks and spending an impressive 29 weeks on the bestseller chart. It also topped Your Hit Parade for 12 weeks and the Cashbox chart for 8. Other chart toppers that year included Tony Bennett's Because of You and Cold Cold Heart, Les Paul and Mary Ford's How High the Moon, and Rosemary Clooney's Come On to My House. And Mario Lanza not only starred in one of the biggest movies of the year, but also had 2 big radio hits, The Loveliest Night of the Year and Be My Love. The Weavers gave life to the folk tune On Top of Old Smoky, Perry Como melted hearts with If, and Patti Page sang the timeless Tennessee Waltz. It was the calm before rock and roll came crashing in just a few years later. So that's a look at some of the best movies, music, and TV hits of 1951. If you enjoyed this little trip back in time, make sure to subscribe and check out my channel for more nostalgia from the 20th century. And thank you so much for watching.
Here's your coffee, dear.
Yes, dear.
Oh, John,
Yes, dear, I'm drinking it.
here's a picture of that new Admiral Dual Temp I saw the other day. See, it's really two refrigerators in one. It has a real home freezer, and you never need to defrost. Oh, John, will you promise to go with me and look at it this afternoon?
Yes, dear. What did you say?